If you're somebody who creates a high volume of content, I've got the one tip that will absolutely maximize your time and what you're able to produce. It's an always ready space, which I'll explain here on Home Studio Pro. By the way, welcome to this video. Thumbs up if it helps you out, and also consider subscribing to this channel. I've got tons of other great content coming your way. So what is an always ready space, and why will that help you out? Well, if you have to set up and break down for every video shoot you do, that's not beneficial. That's going to greatly go against you over time. It's time consuming to set up and strike every single time, and especially if it's just for one video. If you build something and do 10 videos and then break it down, okay, if you really need that space for something else, I understand. But if you can create and devote a certain space to your content creation, it's going to greatly help you maximize your time and potential. Also, if you set up and break down with every shoot, sometimes you might have an improper setup. Plug something in the wrong place, thought you were good when you recorded, it turns out no audio, no video, whatever. Improper setup is going to cost you greatly in the short term and in the long run. Also, you might lose motivation. I'll be honest, sometimes I have a great idea. I come here in the home studio, I'm ready to record, so I only have to push a couple buttons, turn a few things on, hit record, and here we go. It is that simple. You want to get right to it when you're fired up or when you're about to live stream. Like in that case, it's less about motivation, more about time. You're trying to get there quickly, but don't let equipment and setup and breakdown get in the way of your motivation to create what you are about to do. And then the last thing is inconsistencies. What if I move that camera around 4 different times? Sometimes my shot would be from over there. Other times it would be higher or lower or different angles. I want, at least in this talking head type setup here from the home studio, I want consistency. So guess what? I have not moved that camera or that tripod from its current spot in probably about the last 2 years. Even when I vacuum around the tripod. You understand how important consistency is for this setup here. So if you have to set up and break down every single time, that's going to go against you. That's why you want this always ready space. It's ready to go. The lights are in position. And speaking of that, I've controlled the lighting here in the home studio. Now, this happens to be a room I use for nothing else. It's got windows, but everything is blacked out because I don't want the time of day to affect my recording space. I don't want the sunrise to bother me. I don't want the high noon sun. I don't want, any type of shadows, any type of external lighting to bother me. So I've blacked out all of the windows in this room. I've completely controlled the lighting. The lights are in the spots I need them to be. When I'm ready to turn them on, bang, turn them on. They're good to go. The lights are positioned for me to be in this spot, dead center on the desk, where this chair is right now. I come back, I don't grow anymore, unfortunately, so I'm not going to have that problem, right? I sit down and I'm ready to go. Everything is perfect. And the way to do that is to create marks. I kid you not, on this desk, there's a piece of blue tape right by my belly. And what I always say is put your belly button, and a lot of TV studios have this, put your belly button right centered up with that piece of tape, and look, I'm perfectly straight on, middle of the frame, background's good. So create marks for things. Where should your chair go? Like in your home studio, where should things be positioned so that ultimately every single time they look right and they look the same? Blue tape is your friend. It's not going to ruin the paint, not going to ruin your equipment. Create marks for your tripod, for your lights. Where do things go? On the floor, on the walls, whatever. And then, the most important part of an always ready space is that your equipment stays in position. You know where to find it. It's not moving. Once I'm done with this video, I'm going to get up, walk out, go edit it. The equipment stays so that when I'm ready next time, don't need to set anything up. I walk in, bring my hard drive, plug it in, hit record, turn the lights on. We're good to go. So the equipment always stays in an always ready space. Let me give you some top tricks here of the home studio and ways to optimize this always ready space. Number one, can you put things on remote controls? For example, if I want to turn the lights of the actual room off, not the TV lights, not the production lights, is there a way I can have a remote to turn that switch to turn those lights off? Can I, for example, turn these LEDs off behind me. Well, yes, I can, because there's a remote switch right down here that I've already set up. Watch, it's going to be bright here when they turn back on. But I can turn things on and off. I guess you didn't really see that. Here, let me show it to you one more time. The full effect there. The lights are off, the LEDs are off, and now they're back on again. Super bright. But remote controls can greatly help you have your space always ready and get it going quickly. I literally have over here a couple buttons that'll turn off everything in this entire room, all from one spot. I sit down, I go on, turn one more thing on, turn the computer on. We're totally ready to go. And all of that helps you leave ready, right? So when I'm done, it's off over there, shut down the computer, walk out. It's ready so that if I bust in this room in a complete hurry, the next time I walk in, if I need to get something done quick, it's already ready. There's nothing in my way. There's nothing that's going to hold me back. Two other things that are obvious that might help you: have templates, right? For graphics, for things you create. If you do a similar thing over and over, have it so that your template is always ready to be accessible and edited and reproduced, and then save your settings, whether it's like this camera shot or, this keynote presentation. Have your settings and your templates easily accessible so that you can revisit them and recreate things. So there you go, an always ready space. I feel like a Boy Scout. Was it be prepared? Or, but you really do always want to have your space ready to create. You don't want it to get in your way. You want it to be something that fosters your creativity, fosters your urge, and doesn't slow you down or hold you back. Always ready space. Can't stress it enough. It's definitely for you. Thumbs up if you like this video, and hey, consider subscribing to the channel. I've got lots more great stuff coming your way.